And what's your name?
Andrew
Andrew.
McGahan.
Okay. Ooh, I recognize that last name.
How?
Hell,
How?
well, it sounds a little like McGregor might be one of your guys.
Oh, the Mick G part.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
cool. Andrew McGahan here alongside Burt Watson, the most known man in the UFC, if you don't
yeah.
mind me saying, Burt. I
Now, Dana White is the UFC. I just
You're the voice.
pull it, make it happen.
What is an average day for you, Burt? A typical day on
Well,
fight week. Let's just say fight week.
I basically have to take care of and do all the things for the fighters in their camps that they need done during the course of the week to get to fight night. Making sure that their rooms are ready and the workout rooms are right, that they have, the rooms are a proper temperature, that they know their schedule, and we have a complete operations team that do that. But you know what? During fight week, fighters are not totally focused on the little ancillary stuff that they're supposed to do. So,
So that thing behind us, you were telling us about it.
well, you see that there, what that is that's how much I care about the scale, the weigh-in, and what we need to do to get there. That little thing is just for the fighters to kind of keep in mind. I don't want them in this room with the workout room with the scale, standing up on the scale with shoes, sitting down on this like it's a bench, and then when the scale's off, they come to me and say, "Oh, that scale's broken. Something's wrong with that scale." No, if you didn't mess with it all week, it would have been okay. So that's what that's all about. That's just kind of my way of putting it in their heads that I'm watching them.
So you were saying you do stuff for the fighters. What's the weirdest request that you've ever had from a camp the week of a fight?
Well, you know what? What I do to a fighter is that I say to them, if it's up here, I want it right here. If it's in here, especially if it's in here, I want it right here. The only stupid question is the one you don't ask.
Yeah.
So that's anything, everything. I don't want nothing on their head, but can I swear on TV or should I
Yeah,
not?
this isn't.
I don't want nothing on their head but kicking somebody's ass when they're supposed to do it. Nada, zip, nothing. So what I do is take all of the things out of their head because I want to know what's in your head, whatever it is. Because fighters are, professional athletes are a certain type of people. They get particular about certain things at the most obscene time. Things to worry about,
Two
like
pillows, three pillows.
tickets, baby mama drama, homesick, girlfriend, whatever. So those are the things that I know that they put into the equation and they shouldn't. So I try to take all those little ancillary things out of the equation and take care of them and let them know that if those things pop in their head, call me. And I've had them call me. I even tell the front desk at the hotel, call me before you call the cops or somebody else, because I got them. And I have them call me for whatever comes in their head, which is good, because sometimes, like the kind of medication they're supposed to take.
No blood thinners and stuff like that,
Oh,
isn't it?
no, absolutely during the course of the week. Even when you go for major surgery at a hospital, they tell you don't take NSAIDs or blood thinners like Advil and Aleve and Bayer, things like that. And I tell them the things that I know. I can't tell you all my secrets though, because some things I got to keep.
There's other people that'll
Yeah,
take those
yeah.
secrets.
I don't want anybody taking my stuff and running with it. But I just try to make sure that these guys have a comfort level, man, and I say that all the time, just to do what it is that they do, And I have a good time doing it because they're good guys. They're all my kids. They're all my children, and they're kids that can fight.
Uh, Conor McGregor's coach John said it was a great experience for him to finally meet the Burt because so many fighters, when they meet you for the first time, they just think it's an amazing experience. But one of the funny things I heard you mention yesterday is that something you do 6 a.m. on the day of every event.
Well, I get the day of every event. I personally go over to the arena, and like that little sign up there, I label all the dressing rooms. I personally write all the names assigned to the dressing room. I personally put all the fighters' names on the seats. I put arrows pointing to where the dressing rooms are. I put the bout sheets up on the wall. But that's also Burt time. You know, that's 2.5, 3 hours that I get for me, that I get my little sanity, that I get to just, I kind of play my 80s, 70s, and 80s R&B music.
Through the PA?
Sometimes. Sometimes I go through the PA because I have a little iPod that has all of my classic stuff on it. And everybody that comes to my pre-weigh listens to it. Goes Al Green, James Brown, Marvin Gaye, all the stuff that half of them don't even know, but they know the music because everybody today samples stuff. So they listen to that. But that is my time for me, and I do it and also because when I do it, I can't complain to somebody else about it not being done right. Yeah. I do it so that it gets done. Anytime somebody walks out of the dressing room, they should know where they're going or who they just left.
I'll only ask you one last thing because I know it's late and you don't like staying up late because of trouble. But at the weigh-ins today, Conor McGregor, it was a bit of a heated weigh-in. You've seen a lot of them over the years, I'm sure.
Yeah,
it's a two-parter. First, what is the most exciting weigh-in that you've been at? The most electric atmosphere between either fighters, fans, or just a buzz around the place?
Well, the most exciting for me, honestly, was UFC 100 because it was 100, 100. That was a milestone. That was unbelievable. But then again, you know, coming here, you know, coming to Sweden and going to other places outside of the U.S., it's getting even more and more exciting because MMA is getting bigger. The fans are more knowledgeable. The fans they're crazier than I am, most of them. The energy level of most of the fans, I don't have to pull that energy level out of them because it's already there. I just kind of tap into it a little bit. But the energy level and the fans are unbelievable, baby. And I've been around sports a minute, and I don't think I've ever seen it like this.
And you say excited and exciting new things, and now we're talking about Conor McGregor coming into the UFC. Ariel Helwani has called it the people's main event. So many people are talking about we're used to it because when he fought in Ireland, when he fought on local shows, everyone was coming to see McGregor. And now you think, okay, he has to have a couple of fights in the UFC, but it doesn't matter. It's his first fight and everyone is talking about him. Do you think something like this could affect him or his career or his progression?
No question, absolutely, because I just put my phone over there and we can hear it ringing
that
anyway.
That could be a fighter looking for a third pillow
in his room. It probably, you know, night before the fight, he's probably calling me to figure out what time he has to be downstairs tomorrow. You know, for somebody like Conor or anybody that comes into the UFC for their first fight, and he's a rough little scam booger. You know, I've just kind of learned that about him the past couple of days, over the past week. But anybody that comes here, it doesn't get any bigger than this. This is as big as it gets. So for anybody to come here, it's anybody at any night, your first fight could be your last fight. That fight that night could be your last fight. Not from a standpoint of health or anything, but everybody here can fight. And if you're going to get it, you better bring it. And, I mean, bring it hard because the more this sport grows, the better the athletes are, the more technically skilled they are, you know. And, you know, it's good when they bring a little flair with them. Conor has a little bit of flair that he's bringing with him, but he's going to have to prove that Saturday
I know
night.
I said it was the last one that came into my head. So you like when guys are like that, or like McGregor, or let's say they're nuts. They're really into it. What about guys, Gunnar Nelson?
I like when guys show me that they are 100% ready to get in that cage and do what it is that they need to do. Because when I do all that yelling and screaming and all that motivation, it's to help them. When I do we roll in and this is what we do and why we do it, it's because I'm trying to motivate them to do what it is that they do best. I don't, you know what? Fighting for free is overrated and it hurts for nothing. You don't fight for free. Bar fighting to me makes absolutely no sense when you can get paid for it. So I don't incite them to get on that stage and bump and push each other. But when they do, you know, then I got to go and say, you know, don't do that again. You know, it's a part of what, but they know not to really get into an all-out brawl.
No one goes down the stairs back.
Hell no, because they get paid tomorrow night. Okay? Why finish that tonight for nothing when you can get paid? Then again, I can also say, honestly, we don't like the fact that they disrespect us, the UFC, themselves, our profession, the commission. You can't do that. You know, we're professionals. Act like it and do what it is you do best, baby. When you get paid for it, not for free.
Thanks very much, Burt. We really appreciate the time because
you know what? And I want you to
know
know something, man, that I waited for you tonight. I actually was done my night, but I talked to you last night and said I was going to do it, so I'm here getting it done.
Thank you very much, Burt. We really appreciate it.
Oh,
you are the man.
I'm going to find out who that was.